Hello, everyone. Before I begin, if you guys like this review, make sure you hit the like button on YouTube and make sure and hit the subscribe button to be notified uh, when I get more reactions and reviews on this channel. But today I'm going to be going over Roswell episode 5, and this is where I think the show is. When I talk about basics, this is where the show is. It's kind of like the last basic episode of season one. Where generally in season one of a show, you have to get like kind of all the basics out of a show, and this is, I think, kind of like the last basic episode. After this episode, we really start getting into bigger storylines with these characters because after episode 5, we get a very general idea of the main characters. We got the aliens, got the humans, and you got the other ones like Valenti and Kyle and Alex. So you cover all those characters, and once everybody sees where everybody is in the show, they can move the show into more story-based plots. So this one is called Missing, and in the last 4 episodes, we could see that Liz has been writing in a journal ever since she was brought back by Max. And you just know they're gonna make an episode about this. So the title is Missing, so what do you think goes missing? It's Liz's journal. So uh, the episode starts off and she's looking for her journal.
Liz, what? What's wrong?
My journal's missing.
And
No, Maria, I wrote everything in that journal.
everything?
Things about Max.
Personal things about Max?
Everything.
What? Like where he's from, what he is, what he isn't?
I mean, everything.
Everybody is on high alert, but when Liz's journal gets missing, she pretty much only tells one person, and that's Max. And Max gets a little paranoid because there's this information out there that says that he's an alien, so he's a little concerned. So he goes with Liz and tries to figure out, where the journal is. And realistically, she only started the journal when she got healed. So there's only like 4 entries, but the entries have. There's only like 4 entries, but there are some pretty big entries that does explain that Max healed her. So I could see his concern. So basically, the episode is everybody accusing other people of, who has the journal. And so their main target points, in Liz's perspective, her first suspect is Kyle, because she just recently broke up with him, so she thinks that he might be acting out in some sort of ex-boyfriend type way.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. That's why I want you to know that you can ask me anything, Liz. I don't have any secrets from you.
Is that what you think, Kyle? I have secrets?
So they interrogate him, they go to his room, and other than that, there's brief moments where they might suspect that it could be Alex, because Alex he's the friend of Maria and Liz, but he's kind of thrown on the sidelines because he doesn't know about the alien stuff. So he's a suspect, and other than that, I think that's all they really think. It's the think that took the journal. So other thing that happens in this episode is Michael, he gets this, I think it's a book, I can't really remember, but at the end of the book there's it doesn't get revealed at the end, but he goes to this art class. I forget how he gets the book, or I don't think he gets the book yet. But somehow he's in art class and he's drawn this geodesic dome. That's what his teacher says. There's a kind of funny moment where all he's drawn is just a geodesic dome. And
You can't go through the semester drawing only a geodesic dome.
A what?
Geodesic dome. Perhaps before your time. It's a type of house, architecturally postmodern.
and the teacher tells him that. He said, why are you just drawing a geodesic dome? And that's all he'll draw. And he says, the teacher's like, can you draw something else? And he just draws a little stick figure, and he's like, stick with the dome. That was kind of funny. But it's revealed at the end of this episode that the geodesic dome that he's been drawn will lead him into a place in, I think it's Athens, Texas, where it may contain the answers to some of the questions that the aliens may have. So it's their first lead into finding out about their origins. So his little drawing will lead him into a place where everybody goes to in the next episode. So other than that storyline, there's really just friction between Liz and Kyle because she just broke up with him and she's accusing him of stealing the journal, which he didn't. So by the end of the episode, it's revealed when Liz and Max reach dead ends and they don't know where the journal is. They've looked everywhere. Max finally tells Michael and Isabel.
You see, Liz keeps a journal. Everything that happens to her, she writes down, including that day at the cafe. What I did, who I am, who you are. But you can't blame her, all right? You gotta promise me that.
Blame her for what?
For losing her journal.
And it's revealed at the end that the person that took the journal was Michael.
It's nice to know we have at least one friend in this town.
Does Max know that
No. And you know it would be really great? If you didn't tell him.
And in Michael's point of view, which if you took somebody's personal property, you would you expect them to kind of freak out? I mean, in his mind, like you took somebody's personal property, you don't think that they're going to be freaking out? But he comes to Liz in the cafe and he's like, I didn't mean for this to go out of hand. I just wanted, he took it because he wanted to understand Liz. He wanted to understand her mind. And all it did is reading those 4 entry points of the journal, where there's only 4 days worth. All it did is make him admire Max and admire Liz more. And he knows that he can actually trust Liz based on her thoughts in the journal. So that's kind of what happened. Michael tells Liz not to tell anybody else that he took the journal, and just that the journal was found. So that was basically it. It was an episode. You knew that there was going to be an episode about the journal because she's writing a journal. You know there's going to be an episode about it. The irony in this episode with the journal is I don't think there's too many more episodes where Liz is actually narrating and writing in the journal. The whole journal storyline kind of fades, and I think it comes back in season 2 briefly, but mostly I think the whole episode structure changes from this point, and it's not shown really in Liz's point of view. It's just told in a different way. So anyway, I like this. It's right after this episode, it's when the big storylines for this show start happening. So I'm really excited to review those episodes coming up. So anyway, if you click over here, you'll see my previous Roswell review. Click over here, you can see the next episode review of season 1. That will be of episode 6 of Roswell. So, other than that, stay tuned for more reviews on this channel, and definitely more reactions on this channel as well. Other than that, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys in future reactions and reviews.